Hey, Rob, it's Doug, or should I say Meat Candy?
Meat Candy. I was saving that for later, Doug. Comedian Doug Mergenthal, a.k.a. Meat Candy. How did you get that
What is
name?
meat candy?
Hey, well, it's funny because there was going to be a choice between Chunky Lover and just Meat Candy. So my boss actually picked Meat Candy.
Who gave you the choice, though? They're like, we're only hiring you as Meat Candy or Chunky Lover?
No. Sorry, I was walking my fat ass to my car.
That's all right.
No, I made the choice.
Oh, okay.
I was allowed to make that choice.
You're like, I need that change in my career. I like Meat Candy, though.
Yeah.
It's ear candy.
Well, thanks, because I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from it, too. I think a lot of people like it.
Nice.
And what is that? Like, that's your new stage name?
Doug?
Are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear us, Doug?
Yeah, I can hear you now. My car just switched to Bluetooth. I had to get to where I can talk to you guys. I apologize. I was running, and that is not a pretty sight at my size.
How big are you, Doug?
I'm up to my fighting weight, that's for sure. I'm about 330-ish.
Yeah. That's all right. You're living your best life.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I'm pushing 50, man. The race is over. Take off the suit, man.
Do you get more? Do you draw more of a crowd as Meat Candy?
Well, I draw a bigger crowd, just less people.
Just heavier. What is it on though, Doug? You're on a new tour, correct? Called This Is America.
Well, yeah, that's the show that my promoter's pushing. So I'll be playing at Stand Up Live. And I think I told you before, that is an awesome venue.
Is it? Where's that? Is that Arizona?
Yeah, it's in downtown Phoenix.
Okay.
And according to my promoter, and I would have to just believe him because I don't know any better, but he says it is the largest comedy club in the country. Because if you figure, a lot of places are like stadiums and parks, and so this actually counts as a comedy club, and it holds over 500 people.
How many? 500?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
It cut out for a sec. That's why I was just double checking. That's awesome though. Who's also on the bill?
Oh, God, well, you know what? I just saw the ticket when I sent it to you. Okay, it's honestly, it's a lot of locals.
Okay.
I haven't played with anybody big since I played with Jimmy Kimmel's sister.
Wow. That's a cool person to be associated with. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest name I've actually been, well, ironically, the last time I did Stand Up Live, I was a week away from playing with Andrew Dice Clay because his name was on the poster. It says, coming next week, Andrew Dice Clay. I'm like, damn it, I missed him by 7 days.
How did this tour, though? How did This Is America come together? Did the guy just, contact you and say, I want you on this bill?
Yeah, kind of. So I played Stand Up Live a couple of months ago. And it was a great show. It was probably, honestly, it was probably my best 10 minutes I've ever done.
Nice.
Okay? And it was packed. It was standing room only. It was 500 plus. Okay? And I went up right on before the headliner, and I get off stage, and I feel good, you know what I mean? But my promoter, and they use these words, they don't use them loosely. Like a comic won't come up to you and go, "Hey man, you killed it," unless he means it. You know what I'm saying? As stupid as that sounds.
Yes.
So I get off stage, and he comes up to me and he goes, "Dude, you fucking murdered it."
Oh, wow.
And
nice.
I'm like, right on,
Yeah.
So then we're outside after the show as the crowd clears out, and we're shaking hands and kissing babies, and people are asking, how, like you asked me, how do they follow me? Twitter, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Right?
Yeah.
So this one lady gives me this big hug. She tells me how much she loves me, and she goes, "Where will I see him again?" So that's my promoter goes, "He'll be right back here at Stand Up Live."
That's great.
So that's how I
great.
ended up with this show.
Cool. That's what I was going to ask too, Doug. When you start a comedy tour or something like that, do you know how long it's going to go, or does it just go till it runs out of steam?
Oh, I really don't know. I actually played Vegas about 5 months ago.
Nice. How
Okay?
was that?
And it was horrible.
Wow.
But the best part is I could tell someone I played Vegas.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I got out of doing it.
I thought it sounded great, so you said the second part. Yeah. Why was it bad?
Well, I'm going to tell you, and it is what it is. I don't care how it sounds. It's the fucking truth. Okay? So I'm all excited because I see the bill and it's on Las Vegas Boulevard, right? So I'm like, fuck, man, that's the Strip, right? This is going to be tits on a Ritz, right?
Yeah.
So, well, apparently I haven't been down as far as Las Vegas Boulevard as I need to go. Have you been on Las Vegas Boulevard as far as it goes?
No, that's why I didn't know. There's different like sections. You were like in the shitty section.
Oh my God! So you go down Las Vegas Boulevard, okay, and you pass that place where they did the wedding from what was that show? What was that movie? The Hangover, right?
Okay. Yes.
You pass the place. You pass the place where they did where they do that show Pawn Stars.
Okay.
Okay.
But you were at like a laundromat.
You see people out. Yeah. You're driving down Las Vegas Boulevard. You see people in line. You go, oh, there's Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
And then you keep going to where I'm going to perform.
Crack
right?
house. Yeah.
Dude, there's people living in the street.
No. There's
I
cans
swear
on fire.
on everything that's holy.
Oh yeah, no, that's not where you want to be.
At least they didn't have to go
Yeah,
far to
I'm
see
like,
you.
what is this?
Some said at least you already had a crowd waiting.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Doug, that's scary.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell the world I'm playing in Vegas, but I'm at the off-ramp inn. I ain't inviting all my friends here.
Oh man, wow, that wasn't with Andrew Dice Clay, was it?
No. And the funny thing is, I look at my promoter, and he's of color, okay? And we've been friends for a long time, and I look at him and go, dude, man, I don't know if you should have brought me here. He goes, I brought you for diversity.
That's not what you want to hear.
No.
In the middle of that situation.
Yeah, he's introducing
He
me to
brought
a
you-
whole new world of comics.
He brought you as a human shield, Doug. Oh man. God damn.
Yeah, and then he has me open, so I'm the first comic. And normally I like that because it's fun.
Yeah.
But man, this was a tough crowd. I sucked.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, even just being in that element, you're gonna be
Yeah.
a little off.
Oh, absolutely. And then, and not that I do that kind of humor, but the guy up next to me, he says stuff that I would have got shot for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, you talk about racism, you know, but I don't do that anyway. But I'm like,
Yeah.
but they hated me.
I didn't
That's
think
weird.
so, but they hated you. Fuck.
They hated you, but loved the guy that was putting down their entire race.
That's what you were. You were like, yeah, you were the fodder. They just threw you out there to take the abuse, and the other guys, they're like, yeah, that's what it was. That sucks, though. That sucks.
Well, oh, dude, I got to tell you another piece of why I hated it. Okay, I just got to tell you. So they have me drive because I got the biggest car that holds all the equipment to go to this venue.
Yeah.
To go from Phoenix to Vegas. All right.
Oh, you drove
so they
there.
had me drive. Yeah, we had to drive.
How far is that?
It's about a 4.5, 5 hour ride.
Okay, not too bad. Yeah, that's what I figured. It probably
Okay.
wasn't that far.
Now, and here's the thing, and I don't judge because I don't care. As long as everyone's happy, I don't judge. But I don't take to the devil's lettuce. I don't smoke. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, well, all the way there, we need emergency pit stops. So this 4-hour drive took 8.
Oh,
Okay.
just so guys can
So,
fucking smoke.
Yeah, right?
Oh, jeez.
Right? And I'm getting to know because I'm riding with one of the comics. And I'm getting to know him. We're becoming like close friends, okay? And he's telling me about he's got family in Vegas. He can't wait to see his daughter. And we're getting to know each other. Are you with me? Right?
Yeah.
He ends up being the MC. By the time the show starts, he's so fucking wasted out of his mind. Okay? He comes up, he goes, Doug, he says, I'm going to introduce you first. Do you want me to give you your street creds about being on a sitcom and blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, dude, just fucking remember my name. Could you just do that?
Yes.
You know?
That would be impressive, yeah.
We bonded, Rob. We bonded, okay?
The whole ride.
He introduced me, and he calls me up, he goes, your first comic, Doug Mergenthal.
Oh, no.
He said shit? No.
He says, your first comic is Doug Mergenthal. That's how he pronounced my last name.
Wow.
So that's another reason I changed my name to fucking Meat Candy. Hopefully they can get that one right.
You cannot fuck up
Nobody's
Meat
gonna
Candy.
mess up Meat Candy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He loves meat and candy. Who doesn't? He's very personable.
Yeah. Now the good news is, if I ever do go back to Vegas, dude, I'm going to call you 911 because this is going to be big, and I'll tell you why. Okay? So I find out through all of this. So you guys know what I do for a living. My job hasn't changed, okay?
That's what I was going to ask.
I was going to
ask if you were still there. You do like, what? Are you a manager or something?
Yeah, I'm a supervisor. I got 20 grocery stores. I'm in charge of the meat and seafood operation.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So there's a guy that works for my company that does exactly what I do, but he's got 20 stores in Vegas. Okay? His niece is head of all the entertainment at the Bellagio.
Wow.
So I've been working him, trying to get me into the Bellagio. So
You
that
got
was
an
kinda
inside.
Cool.
I thought
If
you were going to
get
switch
that, I'm calling you right away.
I thought you were going to switch territories. You'd be like, hey, come out here. I'll work out there. And then you're doing Vegas fucking scene every night. And he's stuck in Phoenix.
How cool would that be, though, man, to play the Bellagio?
You got to get him fired. You got to get that guy fired and then take his gig. It's like Game of Thrones.
It's like
Game of Thrones. You got a meat
Hey,
throne.
whatever it takes, man.
Yes. Oh, goddamn. I was going to
How
ask.
you guys been, man? How you been?
We've been good. It's been a while. Yeah, no, we've been good. We've been just still rocking. That's I was glad to hear you were. And I think you sent me the image last night from the tour, and I was like, cool, that looked really cool, but I didn't see your name on it. And that's sort of like, I wanted to ask you, that was my next question, who's Meat Candy? And you said that's what you were going by.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my God, who's Meat Candy? I gotta know Meat Candy, but I already know Meat Candy.
Hell yeah. So that way, you know, that's a better name than Fluffy, in my opinion.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
I agree. I agree 100%. I was going to ask you, Doug, I guess as far as other comics go, what's the worst you've seen somebody like bomb, or what's the dumbest thing you've ever seen another comic do on stage?
Well, so there's this young kid, okay, and I'm not going to say his name because actually he's gotten so much better.
Yeah.
Okay, he really has. Okay, and good enough to where, you know, he's been invited to do a stand-up live and an improv, Tempe Improv, and he does really good at it. But I saw him in his early stages, and he's got to be like 19 years old. So he's really not just learning the game and the business, but he's learning that what he can't get away with really fucking fast.
Oh.
You got to know your audience, right?
Yes.
So he's a 19-year-old kid thinking he could talk to a room full of 50-year-old gender, races, all the same way he does to his 19-year-old friends. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes, yeah. Exactly.
And he's telling jokes from that you might have heard in high school that his fucking dad told him.
Yeah.
And he is just tanking.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I'm sure you remember jokes like this, like, you know, the guy that picks up the donkey's balls to see the fucking time across the street. That kind of shit.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, no, you can't. Especially that it's unoriginal. But
He's
yeah.
embarrassed for everybody in the room.
Wow. Yeah. So he learned quick.
Oh yeah, but he did, and he did, and I'm not saying I take anybody on my wing because I don't. I ain't got fucking time for that shit. But if someone comes up to me and says, "Hey man, what'd you think of my set?" I ain't gonna tell them they killed it.
Yeah.
It was crickets in there.
I like that you said that. I
know?
don't think I've ever heard another comic say that. Like, nobody will tell you killed unless it really was true. Like, I
It's
love
true.
that.
They don't throw that around loosely.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, you didn't kill 19-year-old.
And you know what else?
What's
you know
that?
what else they do, Rob? They will fucking call you out.
I've heard
if
that.
They've heard that joke before.
Oh, I've heard
okay.
that other
Yeah.
like comics are the worst critics, like
Yeah.
in the audience of comics.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It goes to you're out there having so like when you first start in a game, you're just having a good time. You're clapping for everyone, right?
Yeah.
But the minute you start like mastering it and sharpening your skills, you're a fucking critic, and that's no fun.
Oh man.
You know, I don't like performing in front of 500 people and 20 comics are in the front row.
Yeah, no.
Because they're not having a good time. The audience is having a good time. Yeah. These people are critiquing.
They're just judging and seeing what they can get away with stealing. Have you ever seen any comics get in a fight over that kind of thing?
That is a good question, Rob. That is a great question. There are, and I'm learning this again. I've been doing this for like 4 or 5 years now, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, and again, I just do it part time because it really doesn't pay the bills. Okay. I'd love for it to pay the bills, but it don't. So
Neither
I just
does
do it part-time.
podcasting.
So when I hear, so when I hear shit, I'm like, are you kidding me? There are comic wars between comics. They're blowing each other up on Facebook, and this guy stole this, and that's my fucking set, and that guy, and they're swearing at each other. It's like a gang war.
Oh man. Yeah, I always wondered that because
It's a cold-blooded business, dude.
I've heard, you know, the famous ones like what's that guy, the Carlos Mencia, how he stole, but that was like Joe Rogan pointed it out, and it was like word for word. But yeah, like I always wondered what come down to like smaller comics, like with that kind of thing.
It happens. So there's a guy on the bill, and again, I don't want to say his name, at the place that I sent you, the picture that I sent you.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't performed with this guy since in years, and I refuse to, but it's a big show at Stand Up Live, so I'm just going to ignore the fact that he's there.
Yeah.
Okay. But I've watched him steal shit, and then he tells it horribly. Okay?
Wow.
Like,
yeah, at least kill it. At least kill it if you're going to steal it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, you saw that movie, and again, this is an old one with Billy Crystal, City Slickers?
Yes.
You remember this?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember City Slickers 2 with John Lovitz?
I never saw the second one.
Well, John Lovitz, okay, the first one, Billy Crystal takes that cow home, but it's really a bull.
Yes.
You remember at the end? He falls in love with that cow that he gives birth to?
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's an old movie. Well, and the second one with John Lovitz is Billy Crystal's brother, and he thought he'd help around the house, and he's milking the fucking cow. And Billy Crystal says, dude, that's a bull. Right?
Yes.
So this comic tells this story every time I see him. And I'm like, you're stealing that from City Slickers.
Oh, my God. Wow.
I wonder if that's one of those things though, where like he saw that movie real young and then like forgot that he got that from that. Because I've done that before, where I've said something and then like I'm watching a movie I saw years ago and I'm like, oh fuck, that's where I got that from.
I used to have friends though in high school that would say some shit in like class or whatever, and I'm like, I said that like last night. Like, do you remember that? Like, yeah, I'd have certain friends that would steal shit. Like, it's like infuriating when it happens.
And it is infuriating because there's this one comic that I used to, like, I looked up to. You know what I mean? I admired him. I'm like, dude, you are way more talented than just an open mic. And he does this one set that I thought was awesome. And I'm up late at night and watching Netflix, and I'm watching Fluffy.
And it was.
And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Wow.
My favorite thing that this guy does came from fucking Fluffy.
Well, I mean, do you know that? Because what if Fluffy stole from him?
Fluffy might be.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I should do more investigating before I fucking go off half-cocked and accuse him.
Fluffy's going after open micers sometimes. Yeah. I don't know. Fluffy. Wow.
I was like, it's disappointing. But that was a good question, Rob.
Cool. Thank you, dude.
Crazy bit.
Yeah, that is. Like I was going to, my original question was, I was going to ask you if you've ever been in a fight over anything. But yeah, I was like, I wonder once you said that, like if anyone has ever like gone after another comic like.
Well, I didn't get into a fight, but I almost throat punched this one fucking kid. He's another 20-year-old, wannabe. Okay, and he's got a couple of good things, but some of it really just sucks. And he's got, but he's been doing it longer than I have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
when
he had
a
little
little attitude.
I was only 6 months into the game, where he was like 2 years into the game, but I'm like 30 years older than the guy, right?
Yeah.
I get off stage, I don't even ask how I thought or how he thought my set was, because I don't care what this kid thinks.
Yeah. Yes.
He pulls me aside. He says, "Let me give you some advice."
Oof.
I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be good."
Yeah.
And he says, "Your stories tend to ramble on a little bit. They're kind of long. Just get to the punchline."
That would have been the next thing, the punchline. I would have just fucking...
Yeah, I said, and I told him, I said, I appreciate that, but I didn't ask you a fucking thing.
Yes. And yeah, like you said, you're just starting out, and like you said, you also have another full-time gig. Like, you're just doing it to do it. Like, yeah, no, what a smarmy little cunt.
Paying my bills.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, he pulls me aside, and again, on another night where I felt I did pretty good, it was the first time I ever made someone spit their beer out, and I'll never forget it. Guy
That's
in the
an
front row
amazing
spits
thing.
his beer out, and I'm like, dude, this is a good night. That's how I'm going to judge it from going forward.
Yeah.
See if I can do this again.
Yeah. So he did this a second time, he said.
Cutthroat. I haven't made anyone spit their beer out, but I since then, but usually I do have a little following.
Yeah.
Cool.
My Facebook friends, they show up at all the shows, and they don't care if I don't have anything new that night.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
What's the temperature like
It
out
is
there,
awesome.
Doug?
Oh, I was going to ask you guys, are you freezing your fucking testicles
Yeah.
off up there?
Yeah.
It's
I think
fucking
like
cold, Doug.
3 degrees, Doug.
Rob keeps going outside during breaks to smoke a cigarette, and I freeze the second he opens the door.
Oh, it's brutal, dude.
It's almost 6 o'clock here, and are you sitting down?
Yeah.
Because I hate to rub these in. It's 70 degrees.
Oh, my God.
If me and you guys weren't talking, I'd have my sunroof open right now.
Wow. Is there a red eye to Phoenix right now? Because, goddamn, that sounds amazing. Wow.
Oh, it is, man. The coldest it was this morning was 50 degrees.
Oh, my God. Yeah, no.
I don't even put a jacket on.
I walked to the bus this afternoon, and it wasn't as bad as it is now. And then within, like, the first hour or two being here at Slim's, the temperature just plummeted. Plummeted, dude.
Dude, I feel for you. I do. Because, like I said, I'm not from Arizona. I'm from Chicago.
Yes.
Okay.
And
that's
I
right. know cold weather.
Yes. Do you ever go back? Just not this time of year?
I haven't been. No, it's been about 5-6 years. Now, my mom and my sister, they're still there.
Oh.
So they post, the weekly forecast on Facebook all the time.
Yeah, I think they're getting slammed right now. I heard they're getting real cold right now.
Yes, it's bad there.
Oh, man.
Dude, I got to tell you, when I was a kid, and you're not going to believe this, but it's true. This is long before that movie Christmas Story came out, okay?
Yeah.
I'm coming home from school in dead of winter. I got books in either hand, and I go to open up the screen door knob with my fucking mouth.
Oh, no.
I left half.
Doug,
you cut out.
Oh, no. Doug, you there?
Oh, I left half my lips on that knob, bro.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I bled like a stuck pig.
Oh, I was thinking of my one buddy. He worked in a store in the freezer dairy section, and they had this, what they call the flash freezer. And he said he would see that all the time, like guys like just touching something in there. Your hand would get stuck, and you peel it off, and
man.
like layers of skin stuck to something.
Oh, yeah, I left layers of it, dude. I was bleeding. My lips were swollen worse than Mick Jagger for like 3 weeks after that, man.
Oh, shit. Goddamn. Doug, we have to wrap this up, dude. I can't believe it's gone that fast.
Oh, my God, it went that fast?
Yes.
We got to do it again because I got more stories for you.
We do. I can't wait to do it again, dude. Where can everybody find you?
still on Facebook, and I still don't even know how to operate the fucking Twitter. So, but yeah, Facebook for sure.
Are you gonna have a Meat Candy, like a separate profile?
Meat Candy
yeah,
page.
I'm gonna have to have someone build me a Meat Candy page, dude.
I would get it now because I don't know if somebody else has Meat Candy already, it's probably not for anything comedic. It's probably some naughty, naughty meatcandy.com.
Yeah, I was just saying, it'd be dirty for sure.
Yeah. You don't want to send your kids to see Meat Candy. No, you do want to send your kids to see Meat Candy.
We think a lot alike, Rob.
Love you, Doug, a.k.a. Meat.
I love you guys, man. It's great to hear from you again, man.
Great to hear from you, dude. We'll talk soon, brother.
All right, sounds good, man.
Have a good one.
Take care, Doug.